Which AWS service is best for object storage with 11.9's durability?
Amazon S3, durability 99.999999999%.
Cheapest S3 class for rarely accessed data with 12H retrieval?
S3 Glacier Deep Archive.
S3 class for unknown/changing access patterns?
S3 Intelligent Tiering, auto moves objects, no retrieval fees.
Feature that prevents accidental S3 object deletion?
S3 Versioning plus MFA Delete.
Best way to share S3 objects with third parties temporarily?
Pre-signed URLs.
AWS service to autoscale reads for a relational DB?
RDS Red replicas or Aurora replicas.
Service for multi-region globally distributed DB?
DynamoDB Global Tables or Aurora Global Database.
DynamoDB capacity mode for bursty traffic?
On demand.
DynamoDB index for non-key attribute queries?
Global Secondary Index, GSI, or LSI.
Service to decouple microservices with at least once delivery?
Amazon SQS, Standard or FIFO.
Service for pub/sub fanout to multiple subscribers?
Amazon SNS.
Real-time stream of millions of events/SEC with replay?
Amazon Kinesis Data Streams.
Managed Kafka on AWS?
Amazon MSK.
How does autoscaling decide to add instances?
Tracks a CloudWatch metric and triggers via alarms plus scaling policies.
Target tracking versus step scaling?
Target tracking, keep a metric at a target. Step, scale by n per alarm step.
Layer 7 load balancer that supports path/host routing?
Application Load Balancer, ALB.
Layer 4 load balancer for static IPs and TCP/UDP?
Network Load Balancer, NLB.
Service for cross-region Anycast IPs in front of ALBs?
AWS Global Accelerator.
Why use a NAT gateway?
Allow private subnet instances to make outbound internet calls.
Free VPC endpoint type for S3/DynamoDB?
Gateway VPC Endpoint.
VPC endpoint for arbitrary AWS services?
Interface VPC Endpoint, powered by Private Link.
Hub and spoke connectivity between many VPCs and on-prem?
AWS Transit Gateway.
Difference between IAM user, group, role?
User, long-lived ID. Group, shared policies. Role, temporary credentials assumed by services or federation.
How should EC2 get S3 permissions?
Attach an IAM instance profile with a role granting S3 GET object.
Service for automatic DB secret rotation?
AWS Secrets Manager.
S3 server-side encryption options?
SSE S3, SSE-KMS, SSEC.
Service to filter HTTP attacks, OWASP, at the edge?
AWS WAF.
DDoS protection service?
AWS Shield, Standard or Advanced.
How to require HTTPS in CloudFront?
Set viewer protocol policy to HTTPS only or redirect HTTP/HTTPS.
Route 53 routing for failover?
Failover routing with primary/secondary records and health checks.
Aurora storage replication?
6 copies across 3 AZs, automatic.
Aurora serverless V2 use case?
Variable demand, granular ACU scaling in seconds.
Elasticache, Memcached versus Redis?
Memcached, simple cache, multi-threaded. Redis, persistence, replication, pub/sub, structures.
Run stateless containers without managing servers?
AWS Fargate, with ECS or EKS.
ECS versus EKS?
ECS, AWS native. EKS, managed Kubernetes.
VM migration service?
AWS Application Migration Service, MGN.
Hybrid file storage with on-prem cache?
AWS Storage Gateway.
Lambda max execution time?
15 minutes.
Default Lambda regional concurrency?
1000.
How to give Lambda VPC access?
Configure VPC, subnets, and security groups, creates ENIs.
Schedule a Lambda?
Event bridge rule with cron/rate.
Event bridge versus SNS?
SNS, simple pub/sub. Event bridge, rich rules, SAS events, schema registry.
API management with throttling and off?
API gateway.
Enforce TLS 1.2 plus on ALB?
Set the listener security policy that excludes TLS 1.0/1.1.
Log plus metrics plus alarms service?
CloudWatch.
Insights versus Athena?
Insights, CloudWatch logs queries. Athena, SQL over S3.
Distributed tracing service?
AWS X-Ray.
Backup, snapshot, AMI difference?
Snapshot, EBS point in time. AMI, snapshot plus launch metadata. AWS backup, cross-service policies.
Cross-account S3 access recommended?
Bucket policy granting account B's role plus IAM role in B with required permissions.
ML model training plus hosting?
Amazon SageMaker.
Disaster recovery strategies, cheapest, fastest?
Backup and restore pilot light warm standby multi-site active/active.
RPO versus RTO?
RPO, max data loss. RTO, max downtime.
Account compliance/config tracking?
AWS config.
Consolidated billing across accounts?
AWS organizations.
Managed Active Directory?
AWS Directory Service.
Push static SPA assets globally?
S3 plus CloudFront with versioned file names.
Shared POSIX file system from many EC2S?
Amazon EFS.
HPC parallel file system?
FSX for Lustre.
C, M, R, T instance families?
C, CPU. M, balanced. R, memory. T, burstable/cheap.
Spot versus reserved versus savings plans?
Spot, 90% off, can be reclaimed. RI, 1/3 year, specific instance. SP, 1/3 year, flexible family.
PII discovery in S3?
Amazon Macy.
EC2/ECR vulnerability scanning?
Amazon Inspector.
Aggregate security findings?
AWS Security Hub.
ML threat detection from logs?
Amazon Guard Duty.
Limit allowed actions across an OU?
Service Control Policies, SCPs.
Root account best practice?
Hardware MFA, no access keys, locked away.
Encrypt existing RDS?
Snapshot copy with encryption restore, you can't encrypt in place.
Multi-AZ versus read replica for RDS?
Multi-AZ, synchronous standby for HA. Read replica, async copy for read scaling.
Aurora failover time?
Typically less than 30 seconds.
Petabyte scale columnar DW?
Amazon Redshift.
Query S3 with SQL, serverless?
Athena.
Catalog/crawl data in S3?
AWS Glue Data Catalog plus crawlers.
Spark ETL without managing clusters?
AWS Glue.
Stream processing service?
Kinesis Data Analytics, Apache Flink, or Lambda.
Batch Plus delivers streaming to S3/Redshift?
Kinesis Data Firehose.
Managed Elasticsearch?
Amazon OpenSearch Service.
Cheap parameter store?
SSM Parameter Store.
Detect drift in IAC?
CloudFormation Drift Detection.
IAC with TS/Python that compiles to CloudFormation?
AWS CDK.
Centrally apply firewall rules across accounts?
AWS Firewall Manager.
Managed stateful network firewall in VPC?
AWS Network Firewall.
Batch container jobs, genomics, render?
AWS Batch.
Managed airflow?
Amazon MWAA.
Managed Prometheus plus Grafana?
AMP plus Amazon Managed Grafana.
Archive CloudWatch logs cheaply?
Subscription filter Firehose S3 with lifecycle to Glacier.
VPC peering limits?
No transitive routing, one-to-one only.
Give on-prem DNS access to private hosted zones?
Route 53 Resolver inbound/outbound endpoints.
ML cost anomaly detection?
AWS Cost Anomaly Detection.
Pre-deployed bill estimate?
AWS Pricing Calculator.
Replace SSH Bastion with
SSM Session Manager, no inbound ports, IAM controlled.
CloudTrail versus CloudWatch?
CloudTrail, who did what, API audit. CloudWatch, operational metrics and logs.
CloudTrail default retention in console?
90 days, ship to S3 for longer.
Object storage with 1-minute retrieval but very cheap?
S3 Glacier Instant Retrieval.
Glacier flexible retrieval times?
Standard 3 to 5 hours, expedited 1 to 5 minutes, extra cost, bulk 5 to 12 hours.
How to lock S3 objects against deletion/edit?
S3 Object Lock, Governance or Compliance Mode.
S3 replication between regions?
Cross-region replication, CRR, must enable versioning.
Replicate within a region?
Same region replication, SRR.
How to deploy CloudFront in front of a static S3 site privately?
Use Origin Access Control, OAC, restrict bucket policy to the OAC principle.
Pricing tier for CloudFront where you pay only NA/EU Edge?
Price class _100.
Cross-account image deployment for EC2?
Share AMI from source account, grant launch permissions to target account.
Default region for newly created S3 bucket?
Whatever you specify at create, there is no global default. Bucket names are global but data is regional.
Limit on S3 bucket names per account?
100 buckets by default, raised to 1000 via support.
Single S3 object max size?
5 terabytes.
Use multi-part upload for files larger than.
Recommended above 100 megabytes, required above 5 gigabytes.
S3 strong consistency for what operations?
Read after write, list, and overwrite/delete are all strongly consistent.
How does a spot interruption notify your app?
2-minute notice via instance metadata at http://169.254.169.254/latest/meta-data/spot/instance-action, plus event bridge event.
Service to centrally control AWS account creation?
AWS Control Tower sets up org, guardrails, account factory.
Service for centralized chat with security teams during incident?
AWS Chatbot pipes alarms/security alerts to Slack/Teams.
Where do you see service quotas for an account?
Service quotas console, raise via request, tracked per service plus region.
Service for federated SSO with SAML/OIDC?
IAM Identity Center.